up YouTube. So I'm headed to go pick up the motor down. It's a 5.3 Gen 4 aluminum block with 799 heads. We'll pick it up in Indiana. Just picked up the truck, and then we will drop that off at the storage unit and get that started. I got to tear it down, check the piston rings, make sure they're gap for boost, make sure everything's okay, look at the crank, and then I'm going to build the heads, throw a camshaft in it, you know, a few other little things. So we just picked up the motor and got it in here to the storage unit. Immediately when we pulled the valley cover off, we found some carnage. There we go, we get to the focus. That back lope right there, it dropped a lifter and ate the lifter up pretty bad. It's that L33 5.3 Gen 4. So it's a bare block, pretty bare. I was going to change the cam out anyways. I'm going to pull the pistons and rods, check the pistons for any heavy skirt damage or wear. If the skirts look bad, then we'll just go on and forge the pistons and forge the rods. It's pretty late out here right now. We're just unloading this. Also got some, what are those, 799 heads? Yeah. 799 heads. Cathedral ported heads. Obviously going to do some port work on them. You know, upgrade some of the valve train, and we're going to throw a fat nasty cam in this thing. So hopefully this weekend I get this thing on a engine stand and start tearing into it. The dude I bought the motor from said that if the bearings are bad, then I could just bring it back and get a refund. But I really want this block, and it's kind of hard to come by. So we'll see. If I got to replace the crank, we got to replace the crank. If we got to replace all the bearings, we got to replace all the bearings. Because I want the block. We're going to hot tank the block, hone the block, deck the block, new gaskets, APR studs. I said APR, ARP. And then here's the heads. Let's see. They're all wrapped up. These actually look like they're pretty decent. They're not too bad. They definitely need to be cleaned up as well. But yeah, there's that. And then also we found a part of the timing chain guide, the tensioner, up in the valley. That was the first thing we noticed when we pulled the valley cover off. When we noticed that, immediately we started looking even further, and that's when we found that cam lobe. Let's see if we can see it in there. She's done. It's toasted. Let's see if I can. Yeah, it's toast. This is the generic Cletus McFarlane hybrid Lincoln, Abraham Lincoln. I'm just messing around. I'm just messing around. This is Cameron. He's been helping me out quite a bit with the car. He's the LS guy. I don't know shit about these, so he's gonna do a lot of the research for me, I guess, because I need to figure out studs, gaskets. I need everything. I've already got the turbos picked out for it. Oop, just gave it another hint. We're gonna do 62s, 2 twins, and then we have a turbo 400 being built to handle about 1200 horsepower, if not a little bit more, with a brake. And there's some other things I haven't mentioned yet. Obviously the car is going to need to get caged. Some of the rear suspension is going to need to be stiffened up for what I'm doing with it. I know a lot of the S550s actually just run it. I know there's some running 9s with no, rear suspension work, but we're going to try to push further than that. I mean, why not? If I tear into this block, might as well. So we're going to get that block on a stand. Was going to do it today, but it got dark real quick, and I'm in Louisville, Kentucky, so there's a curfew because of all the things going on downtown. So we are just going to get this in here and put the stand back in the truck. That's what he's doing right now. And sometime this weekend we're gonna get this thing on a stand and tear it down, and hopefully it's not too bad. So I'm out here now. I've got most of the front end off. Gotta get the front end off, put this in the bed of the truck, and then work on getting the motor out. I'm out here by myself today. We should have the motor out today and the trans and the front end off. So there we go. The front end is off. Made quite a bit of a mess, but that was to be expected. Let's see here. Had to pull the rest of the harness away. I've already disconnected from the PCM. There's actually 2 of these need to come undone. All the grounds, make sure the trans is disconnected. And then undo the shift linkage, pull the battery tray out, and then we should be good. The motor is free from the torque mount. Everything back there is free. So yeah, we should have the motor out here. Well, I should say me. There's no we today. I should have the motor out here in the next hour or two. Got the front end in the truck. I need to get this all cleaned up, so I need to get the motor out of here so I can get the car back down as a rolling chassis and clean this mess up so we can get started on the rear-wheel drive project. I finally got the motor out. It's time to get it in the truck. Cameron's coming down to help me get it in the truck, and then we'll go drop it off at my storage unit. Well, one of my storage units. There she is. It's all the 2.0 rope. You know, I accomplished a lot of things with this motor, and it never failed me. I mean, I ran 34 pounds on it a few times, never lifted the head, stock studs, never been opened up. You know, couldn't ask for any more. Let's hope the 5.3 can actually withstand some abuse. I'm gonna try to shoot for over, 1,000 horsepower. Might start off on low boost to get used to the car, and then work our way up. Motor should be good for well over 1,400 horsepower. So that's that. Subscribe yet? Go on and hit the subscribe button if you enjoy this type of content. Hit the like button, comment below. Things you want to see done, comment below. Any questions, comment below.